Hello Zebraheart and welcome back to Plants vs. Zombies, and today we are going to be doing the final survival level. It is Survival Endless. Of course, in the last episode we completed the final completable survival level, Survival Roof Hard. And yeah, now we're gonna be trying some endless fun. I don't know how far we'll get, but I figured I'd go ahead and showcase a strategy with the final plant we have yet to buy. It'll complete our plant almanac. It is the golden, what's it called? The golden magnet. Plant these on your magnet shrooms to turn them into gold magnets. Gold magnets collect coins and diamonds for you. So let's go ahead and grab that. So excited about it. We're gonna be showcasing that today as we try to survive. And yeah, this is usually where people go to save up on some coins. It can sometimes work. I still think Zen Garden is better, but this isn't too bad. Now, one thing I'm noticing that's sort of weird is that, has there always been a plus next to the sun for these upgrades, maybe? I mean, I guess it's 20, like 150 plus the cost of the sunflower. I've never noticed that before. But anyways, we are just going to try to survive for as long as we can. It might be a bit of a slow start at first, but the idea, I think, is probably gonna be a Gloom Shroom combo, because one thing you'll notice is this is actually at the pool level. So yeah, Survival Endless is only pooled, which is weird. But I wanted to talk about that later in today's episode for sure. But we're gonna do what we did in the pool survival hard levels, which is the Gloom Shroom strategy. I think that's gonna be the best possible option for us. And beyond all of that, I will try to go ahead and get some other things going on. It's just a matter of what we wanna do first. And I think this isn't too bad to get started with. I'm just trying to think back then, like what mistakes did we make that we could maybe improve on? But I think it's gonna have a slower ramp up time compared to, the survival pool hard, I think. I can only hope, right? So we'll try all this and then we'll get like a tall nut. Maybe that'll work. Or maybe we should get pumpkin instead. I feel like we're gonna go without tall nut this time. We've been using a lot of tall nuts recently. I think that maybe a non-tall nut would be a decent strategy, and then we'll get some sunflowers out and see how everything goes. But yeah, I can only hope things turn out okay. But yeah, as you can see, having the imitator does make these sunflowers pop out a little bit quicker, which can be helpful. And that's gonna be a big focus for us going forward, is just trying to get as many sunflowers as possible so that we can earn up as much sun as possible. But I also need to do this. Maybe we should have bought some rakes to get an even better start, but I think we'll be okay. But a lot of you have been sharing some strategies, which I really appreciate. Somebody actually sent me a new strategy on Twitter earlier today on how I better could have done the hard mode of the roof. I know I did a really bad job with that, I apologize. But yeah, I learned from it and now I can continue forward. Now there is actually a specific zombie you can only find in Survival Endless as far as I understand. Unless you like hack it in or something, but that doesn't really disprove my point. But yeah, I'm super excited to showcase it. It only shows up in Survival Endless, but I can only hope that we can actually get that far. So some of you might be asking, well, after you do Survival Endless and you showcase that one zombie and you showcase the gold magnet shroom and all that kind of stuff, what else is there left to do? Well, there is still a good amount, as we've been talking about in the last couple of episodes. There is still the, what's it called? There is still the story mode that we plan on playing an additional time. I'm definitely going to be doing that. I think I'm gonna set up some kernel pulse to start things off before we move into doing the fume shroom combos, just because I feel like it might be a bit smarter for now. And then we'll also do sunflowers in the water just because. But we're gonna be replaying through the story mode. I'm gonna try to keep it brief by doing one story mode world per episode. Even if it takes a while, there might be some longer episodes, like an hour, maybe even more. So stay tuned for that if you like the longer episodes. Beyond that, we still need to get a lot of achievements done, and a lot of those are minigame related, I think. Well, at least I know we have to get like Vase Breaker and iZombie Endless. Those will probably be their own episodes with how much of a hard time I have with those. And then beyond that, we'll probably other things we'll be running into as well. So there's still a lot more left to do in the game, so I hope you're excited for it. I definitely am. Okay, so we should have enough so that I can start doing something with these guys. So I might get into that in just a moment. I don't have any garlics right now, so maybe that's an oversight, but I think we'll be okay overall. I think that maybe it'd be smart to even set them up in the water. Okay, so I need to do something about this guy. I think it'd just be better to do a potato mine at the moment. And then, let's go ahead and put you on a lily pad and see how this works just like that. Okay, good stuff. Get another sunflower there. I'm already sort of used up my imitator for the sunflower. I don't really need them too much there anymore. We'll get done what we can. Yeah, I might go for cob cannons. It might be helpful. It might not be worth the while because we want some extra room soon enough for marigolds and for magnet shrooms, because that's what the combo's gonna be best for. Of course, the marigolds will poop out the coins and then the magnet shroom picks them up. Some people have been telling me that it's not worth checking out the gold magnet shroom because it just isn't very powerful. I just sort of disagree for the moment just because I wanna make sure that, I don't know why I put this in the water in hindsight. Why did I do that? I don't know. But, well, I think I wanted protection in the water lane for now until we get other things set up. That's sort of my best idea. I did not mean to do that. Okay, whatever. But, ooh, you're in a bad position right now. Let's do that. That should be okay. And then we will get, I mean, eventually I want gloom shrooms here and here, so I could even right now do this, but maybe this is a little bit risky. Let's see if we can't get rid of him really quickly. Oh wow, they ate through that already. I didn't even see him. Gosh darn, I'm a dingus. Yeah, I'm not playing so well right now. I apologize. But what was I saying? Yeah, that it might not even be worth showing off the gold shroom because he's not very powerful, but he's not supposed to be. He's supposed to help you earn more coins. And I think he does a pretty good job at that, and I think it's just a fun character to play, so I definitely will be showcasing it. And that's what we're gonna be doing in today's episode. Soon enough, I'll be starting to replace these sunflowers with gold shrooms, but since I don't wanna mess up my run, I'm gonna really take my time with it. I'm not really too worried at the moment. Okay, so this guy is getting a little beat up down here, but we got it, no worries. So I got some kernel poles. I'm gonna just sort of keep these out here for the option of having cob cannons. I don't know if it'll be all that worth it, but we'll have to wait and see. Because really, when we had the gloom shroom set up, and they never really got past here with all of the spike rocks and gloom shrooms. So I think having the cob cannons at least like right here, or maybe even right here, wouldn't be too bad of an idea. It would get rid of those bigger clusters of zombies that are eventually gonna start showing up and being a lot more painful to deal with. Okay, so that'll help with that zombie right here, so that'll be good. So let's go ahead and keep with those kernel poles as much as we possibly can. I think we're doing pretty good for ourselves overall, and we got our first major wave done. So yeah, I think this is a pretty good start. I mean, we're gonna keep moving, and eventually I'll get some cattails probably in the water lanes or something like that. That'd be fun. Okay, but yeah, I'm not gonna worry as much about tall nuts this time. I feel like that's sort of been something I've been maybe over focusing on here and there, is just trying to get all the tall nuts. But for buying the gold shroom, we should have also got the achievement, the Morticulturalist. Now, like I've said before, I've actually gotten that in a previous playthrough of this game, and unfortunately the achievements only work once, so it didn't tell us we got it, but we did get it, which is sort of a shame, like I said. Okay, so we can get you, that should be pretty good. Next round, we definitely have to get some garlics, but we'll worry about that then. Because that's right, we wanna have 2 garlics. Make sure that, pay attention that's happening. Either that or get pumpkins, but I think it'd be smarter just to have the 2 garlics. I mean, we are trying the pumpkins as much as we possibly can, but there's only so much we can do. So yeah, I'm trying to weigh out my options. I'm thinking maybe then it would be better to turn these guys into gloom shrooms, maybe even push these guys back a little, do kernel poles like that, and then have the cob cannons like that. But I probably should have done it. Oh, it's so hard to say. For sure, it's really hard to say. I'm trying to just make the best decision, but I'm sort of doing the strategy a little on the fly. I wanna make it a money earning strategy just to sort of showcase the power in that, because I think it can be quite useful. But for right now, we'll just have it so it's like sort of triple kernel poles. That's not too bad of an option. It's not the best ever, but it's not bad. Okay, I almost put that in the wrong spot. That would have been silly. There we go, we got another one set up. I'm doing really well on sun. We're staying over 1,000 pretty easily. I'm gonna put another kernel pole right there. As long as we have two rows of twin sunflowers for now, I think we're gonna do just fine, and that's exactly what we have at the moment. Okay, so he got buttered, which is pretty good. So get this guy here, and that should be good. So now we're just waiting for the gloom shroom to do its thing, and we'll be doing well. Okay, so yeah, these guys are getting destroyed by the gloom shrooms already. It's such a powerful plant, it's insane. Okay, so I do have more pumpkins available. I think I might just start putting them out, even if I don't have anything right now, just because it makes things that, actually, I shouldn't have done that in hindsight, because this is where I wanna put the garlic. Oh, silly me. Mistake after mistake right now, it's a little silly. But once we get the garlics out, things will get a lot easier even more. Actually, wait a minute. Why is that 400 now? Is that something that happens in Survival Endless? Is that the upgrade plants cost a ton more? Huh. I did not know that. Weird, I was not aware of that whatsoever. Note taken. I'm a little nervous now. It might be a little bit more work to survive. Let's go ahead and get a gloom shroom there. This guy's getting buttered. That's pretty nice. So yeah, now you're 450. This is 400. With everyone we place down, it gets a little more expensive. I did not know that. That's what the plus, I thought that was weird. I was like, why is that there? Has that always been there? I was doubting my my remembering. Like if I was remembering that correctly. I was right. Okay, weird stuff. But we should still be able to handle ourselves. But it's good to know that the more twin sunflowers we put down, the more they cost. So I don't think I want to put any more down anymore. I think we're good with what we have. I don't think we need 2 rows of twin sunflowers. We're making plenty of sun as it is. That might mean things are gonna get quite expensive soon enough. I'm gonna go ahead and do that and try to get another gloom shroom, but that'll have to wait until afterwards. Okay, so things are going all right so far. Not bad for sure. I wanna sort of see what we wanna do. We definitely wanna get fume shroom, gloom shroom, magnet shroom. I think we wanna get pumpkin for sure, lily pad, spikeweed, spike rock. Oh, that's a 125 plus. That's gonna be expensive overall. Missing the garlic again. So I sort of need to systematically build things out slowly but surely. But overall, I think it'll work just fine. So they definitely give you a huge benefit for not worrying about the upgrades, but the upgrades are so worth it. Why wouldn't I? With all of that being said, let me go ahead and get the garlic, which is right here, and we'll keep moving with this. So far, it's not too bad, but it will be getting more and more difficult, and it's something we have to be worried about. So grab that. And then we are gonna get a garlic there, get a fume shroom there, and start working on all of these spike weeds as well. And that should make things really effective. Now we still don't have the cob cannons out and ready, but that'll happen when it happens. I'm not too worried about that one. We're getting lots of sun and I think we'll be able to keep up with everything just fine because of it. It might be worth it to get some twin sunflowers with how much sun we have. We'll have to wait and see. If we can get a full setup of spike weeds, I think that'll also be good. Just trying to take a look at everything, weigh out my options. Get a spike wheat there, another garlic. Okay, so we already have our garlic set up pretty good. Yeah, I'll get some more twin sunflowers out. Overall, they do pay for themselves, even if they are 450. It's just a matter of, it's a bit of an investment at first. That's so interesting though, I wasn't even aware that was a thing. And then we'll get the magnet shrooms out soon. Trying to figure out how I wanna figure out like that strategy. That might be a little bit odd for me. But I'm thinking, I don't know how many magnet shrooms you really, or gold magnet shrooms you really need. I'm thinking though that we can just put him here and then wake him up, and that should be helpful. If somehow they even get that far out, they'll be dealt with pretty quickly. Okay, good stuff. That means that I'm also going to do the same over this way by doing a bit of that. So we might just keep it with 3 gloom shrooms, I suppose. I mean, that might not be worth it later on. We'll have to wait and see. It might end up turning out real bad, but for now, it'll get something done. So we're definitely gonna have to start worrying about marigolds and stuff next time. I mean, we mostly have our setup right now. If there's anything else I wanna do, it's probably gonna be, I mean, thinking about it, hard to say. I guess getting more twin sunflowers out. They're 500 each right now. They're gonna turn to 550. And then keep replacing garlics. Now some people were telling me that if you dig up a walnut, you get sun for it. I don't think that's true in this version of PvZ1. Maybe there's other versions of PvZ1 where that is true, but it's definitely not true for this version. I'm 99.9% positive that that's not how it works in this version. Maybe mobile versions of PvZ1. I know for a fact that in PvZ2, that is an upgrade you can unlock where you can dig up walnuts and they'll give you sun. But I'm pretty sure that's not a thing you can get here. So definitely I would be taking advantage of that if I could, instead of replacing them, you know, digging them up and then putting a walnut there instead, but I don't think that works in PvZ1. So we're not gonna worry about it, because we can't. Okay, so if I were to do anything else around here, I mean, there really isn't too much more. I can keep earning up sun, sort of let that flow in. Yeah, I think it's my best bet. I think I'm gonna keep with the twin sunflowers though. For at least now, eventually we'll be replacing them with marigolds. Okay, huge wave of zombies is approaching. Have to be worried about what they may be. Now, when I think a magnet shroom upgrades to a gold shroom, that might be where we wanna be worried because they won't be taking like the ladder zombies ladders anymore, so I'll have to pay attention to that kind of stuff, but I think if we can get some spike rocks out, that'll be good. Okay. Ooh, Zen Garden plant, nice, that'll be exciting for the end of today's episode. So obviously this is survival endless. I don't know if we'll be going on for like 5 hours in today's video. I might split this up into several videos depending on how well we do. I mean, we might not even last at the end of today's episode, we'll have to see. Of course, I would love to hear your highest score for survival endless. Maybe you've gotten super far, like wave 50 or 50 flags or whatever. Maybe you found the undefeatable strategy. I'd love to hear about it. Those things are always cool to know. Get another twin sunflower, back down to 3,600 sun. Oh my gosh, we're in dire straits. Turn out the kernel pellets have been useful, but I will be turning them still into cob cannon soon, so that'll be good. Pronounced cob cannon weirdly. Okay, but yeah, I'm not really worried about the water zombies going any farther than this, because I think we're probably gonna set up tall nuts around here, because remember, dolphin zombies are still a pain in the butt, and then probably we'll have like a section of cattails and then maybe even just some marigolds. Replace every sunflower with a marigold would get us a lot of coins. So we could try that out, see how everything goes. So if I could put more pumpkins on more stuff, what would it be? Honestly, I don't know. Right now, I mean, we got some pretty good pumpkin setups. It might be, wouldn't be too good of an idea right now to get stuff going. I mean, I guess we could continue putting lily pads and pumpkins out, for the sole purpose that it makes it easier to put the cattails there later if, you know, because zombies will pop out of the water. So we wanna make sure that is not a situation we have to worry too much about. Okay, so this garlic looks a little bit not so great, so I wanted to cover it up. So if we could get some more lily pads out and start putting pumpkins on them, it'll probably be our best use of pumpkins for now. We got our 1 flag completed, we're 3 flags in, and things are going really, really well. We only have 1 more twin sunflower to worry about until we're all good with all of those. I might wanna keep some magnet shrooms, like I'm trying to think. Like if I could do anything else right now, it'd probably be very regrettably digging up this sunflower, so I'm gonna get started over here. Cause I'm thinking like, what is the worst case scenario? I'm thinking minor zombies could tear us up really badly. If we can just get a magnet shroom here and not turn these into gold magnets, just for the protection from minor zombies, that might be worth my while. Because I'm almost positive that gold shroom or gold magnet shrooms do not take magnetized things. They only take the coins from that point on, which is sort of a shame, but hey, what do you wanna do? If you wanna get coins, this is the best way to get them. And at that point, you can sort of leave the game up, as far as I understand. I mean, I don't know if you can entirely, because once the 2 flags end, you have to re-choose your plants, but at least you can sort of halfway sort of not be there. But it's like, at that point, I think it's just better to do Zen Garden. The only thing is that if you're looking for more Zen Garden plants, this is a pretty good way to tackle that. But overall, I'm not really sure. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. Get another pumpkin down. We have our next huge wave coming up. I mean, we've survived pretty gosh darn well as it is. I have 54,000 coins, which I've been trying to spend on the Tree of Wisdom stuff, which we'll be just doing more later today, in today's episode. But they only have a 10 per day cycle, so I'm waiting for the next 10. And even if I'm not recording, I wanna try to remember to log on to PVZ and get that. That way we can like spend a bunch of them over time. Okay, so we're doing pretty gosh darn good. I'm thinking that we'll replace a garlic just so that that starts doing its thing and more zombies are approaching. Well, that's exactly what I wanna hear because we ain't done. We ain't done taking out zombies. So this is where things are gonna get a little bit more wild. We already have Gargantuars to deal with, which is just tough. We have all the twin sunflowers I want. We have all the sunflowers I want. So we definitely want lily pads and pumpkins. We definitely want tall nuts for when we do get dolphins. That might be worth setting up now. More garlics for sure. And then beyond that, we need spike rocks, we need marigolds, and then the golden shroom. So let's do that. Spike rocks. Let's also keep a normal rock just in case the Gargantuar starts smashing those. Or the normal spike weed. Marigold, golden shroom. We could do cattail or we could hold off for a little bit. I think we might wanna hold off for a little bit. Cob cannon, I mean, what else am I gonna put here? Let me just double check. I don't think I'm forgetting anything, but I always forget something. I always do. Cattails it is. Okay, so let's see how this ends up working out. I think it'll be okay. So let's just go ahead and get spike rocks out as soon as possible. They're gonna get a little more expensive every time, 50 more. Crazy stuff. We obviously wanna focus on the must-have offensive things before we start focusing on the extra money situations. So yeah, I'm trying to do that. We gotta pay attention to how the garlics are doing. Yeah, we're gonna have the cattails go out that far. I mean, I guess we could have made them go out a little bit farther, but I think that's gonna be good. Okay, and we can start upgrading things for cob cannons, put one right there. So yeah, we're gonna be spending our sun left and right. It's gonna be very expensive. So keeping these twin sunflowers for as long as physically possible will be a big help. It'd be crazy if everything got more expensive. Like there was a super hard survival mode or something that did that. That'd be crazy. I mean, I'm not asking for it, gotta be honest. But just imagining it. Because I actually was not aware that these things get more expensive when you place them. Oh gosh, this garlic got eaten. So let's go ahead and get rid of that. Go, go, go. At least the cob cannons are a good defense against miners as well. So if we did eventually want to turn this into that, that'll be good. Okay, so we got another spike rock, gonna put it there now. That way we have some mild protection against any kind of driving vehicle, at least a lot more of it. Okay, who do we want to get rid of? Probably over this way. But yeah, this is better against the miners for sure. Okay, so I have more pumpkins that I definitely want to use in any way I can, but I think that we will try, I think it might be smarter to make these guys in the back the golden magnets instead of these guys in the front. That might just be smarter. We'll end up seeing if that's exactly necessary, but right now he's gonna start trying to pick up those coins. I'm not gonna, I keep on trying to pick up the coins still, because I don't know how far his reach is. I don't think he can reach this bottom. No, he can, look at him go, cool. So proud of him. Anyways, can't be too distracted. Gotta go ahead and do this. I guess I can hit you. But it's looking like he can't get normal things now, which is a bit scary, like I said. But we can get another golden magnet from there whenever it's ready. It's just not quite ready. Go ahead and put that there. We got a huge wave coming in, lots of zombies all over the place. I'm gonna go ahead and do another cob cannon. I wonder if we can do that on the water. Probably not. Apparently you can do cob cannons on the roof, some people were saying. I have never seen that happen before, so that'd be news to me, but it's definitely possible. Anyways, these guys are getting beat up, but not beat up enough. Get out of here. Okay, oh, we got another present, awesome. We got another plant for a Zen garden. So excited about that. I can't wait to check out all the Zen garden plants at the end of today's episode. I'm gonna put this there. As you can see, there are lots of zombies pouring in now, so we have to be as ready as possible. I know I keep picking up the coins. It's sort of habitual for me. But we have things good to go. You know, we're getting a decent setup going on. I'm trying to replace these whenever I can. Grab this and put it there. They are really expensive now, but we're able to keep a pretty positive coin amount just because of the fact that we have a lot of twin sunflowers doing a good job, and we've had them for a little while. Now the cob cannon's ready. That's 650 now. Crazy, crazy stuff. But apparently it takes a lot of cob cannons to really survive some of those later survival endlesses. So I think 4 of them is a pretty good number to have right now. But I think we're gonna survive this pretty well. Here comes our first Gargantuar. That's a problemo, because none of these guys are ready. Come on guys, come on. Come on, come on. Get another garlic out, I guess, just so we can distract this guy for a little bit. This is where I think cherry bombs will come very helpful. Okay. Get that there. Another one should be ready in just a second. Come on, come on, come on, you two. No, they squished a glue mushroom. You guys are such jerks. No, 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 what is happening? Be ready. What are you talking about, game? Come on. What is happening right now? This guy up top has been like taking a holiday or something. And now oh my gosh. Are you serious right now? One Gargantuar just comes in and ruins everything. One Gargantuar does that. Okay, so we'll have to do a lot of reconstruction to make things work. This guy's a jerk up there. Get out of here. Okay, who's gonna be ready? You are. Don't you throw that imp. You threw that imp. Okay, look at the cattails deal with those guys decently enough. Popcorn party, we gotta, no, it actually didn't deal with those guys very decently at all. Wow, that was awful. That was like as bad as it can be because we're not done. Why am I so bad at this game? I am so awful. We got more Gargantuars. It's probably over before it could even really start. Man, like yeah, I didn't really get too far at all. I mean, I'm sure you guys are getting the idea of the magnet shroom. Yeah, that's sort of the thing, is that the golden shroom's a great strategy, but the Gargantuars like straight up ruin it. There's like next to nothing. I really know what to do about that. Boom, get rid of that jerk at the least. I tried to angle it so that it would hit both of them, but it didn't quite. Come on, cattails, can you get rid of that guy too? please, thank you. Okay, this is still fixable, just barely is the problem. Okay, that is just, oh man, that's awful. That really upsets me. So we might have to ditch the whole marigold situation, but you guys saw how it works, so hopefully you enjoyed that. Okay, so definitely getting pumpkins helps, but doesn't save us. I'm thinking that maybe we'll even push things a little farther back then. If we don't have to worry about the whole magnet thing, that'll make it easier. So first off, what we need is we need lily pads and pumpkins. Then we need cattail, not giving out just yet, that's for sure. So we're gonna just keep moving. I need more gloom shrooms. So getting this whole combo will be helpful. And then what else do I need? I need kernel poults and cob cannons, right? I have the garlic, no I don't have the garlic actually. Okay. Got it. I might even get rid of that cob cannon. Like, I mean, it's useful to have the cob cannons though, so it's like, it's such a tough spot. I think I'm just gonna push everything back a little though. That means I'll have to get rid of some cob cannons for sure, but I think it'll be overall worth it. So let's just go ahead and get garlic and kernel poult. That should be good. Okay, lots of rebuilding to be done. I'm going to just start with what I can. So for right now, that's going to be this. Get the pumpkins, get a garlic there. Yep. So things are going okay. I need to make sure I pay attention to the garlic down that way because he is gonna run out soon. So if I can just do that, we get another Zen Garden plant. I think between this and the next round, I gotta go to our Zen Garden to make sure we have everything in order, because we might actually run out of space for all these plants we're getting. Which would be pretty crazy, but it's actually looking like that might happen. So I think getting rid of you, I'm so sorry, but we at least get to showcase you a little bit. But I wanna survive, because like I said, there is a zombie in Endless that you can only find in Endless, and I wanna find it, so it just might take a little bit of work getting there, especially now that I've had to rebuild so much. I feel awful, like I feel like I'm being such a bad player. Okay, so we got a pole vaulting zombie over this way. I'm gonna go ahead and try to get rid of that. Okay, grab all of that. Okay, get a kernel poult there. Get, I don't even know, I guess, turn you into that. Yep, that's gonna be our best bet. Turn you into a pumpkin. I'm gonna turn you into one, we'll give you a pumpkin. Okay, so we definitely don't need these guys here. If we could just get more cattails, that'd be fantastic. And then, turn that into a kernel poult, because I mean, we're doing okay on sun right now. I think we're gonna be fine. Get rid of that garlic, get that there and this here, and that should get rid of the majority of the zombies on the screen right now, as long as they don't move too fast. Yep, okay. Got another garlic there. And then kernel poult, get that here. Good. So many zombies all the gosh darn time. I wish you could put pumpkins around these guys and just have like an extra wide pumpkin. That'd be pretty funny. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end up getting guys back here as well. So we will probably end up having to move that magnet shroom a little farther back, and that's why I wanted to sort of reform things. Okay, so get that there, get this here. Luckily we don't have as bad things. This is why I wanted to get the tall nuts ready earlier. Luckily we just got better RNG, I think. And I'm thinking like, once we get farther, we can maybe even get some melon poults or something. I'm just trying to get the most out of every powerful plant, you know? And that can be really tough at times, for sure. Okay, so which garlic needs to be replaced? I think this one does. Trying to take a look at everything I got. We can put another thing there. We do have ladder zombies, but they're honestly not that big of a sweat. I got this and that. This is not even a huge wave right now. There's just a lot of zombies. Okay, so I don't wanna get rid of these cob cannons until I absolutely need to. I mean, maybe that's a foolish thing to do. Maybe I should just focus on getting rid of them now while I can. Okay, so how the garlic's doing, I need to go ahead and replace this one. But I would like to use them for the final wave, for the final push that they'll have, because I think it's gonna be useful. So we'll go ahead and I don't wanna have to get rid of you, but I might just have to. I mean, the magnets aren't doing too much here. Okay, got lots going on, just trying to focus on everything. It's not easy. Kernel poult there, put that there, dig up that. Did I dig up the spikeweed there? I'm a dingus. Got it. Make sure these garlics are well protected. Right now they're doing pretty decent. It's the pole vaulters are doing a big number on the ones in the back, which I wasn't expecting too much. Okay, so I should have enough for another cattail. I just gotta replace this guy. Cattails are 500 each now, insanity. I'm gonna replace this pumpkin because it's starting to take a bit of a beating. Replace that garlic. Okay, so we're doing really nicely on a lot of stuff. I just wanna make sure that we get a spikeweed there, and then we also, I mean, we gotta get a pumpkin in a couple different spots, for sure. Okay, here's our final wave. If I do this and this, that should help out a ton. Okay, so they did eat through that pumpkin on the other tall nut. Trying to keep that in mind. Do what I can about it. Got it. Okay, we're good. And then replace this garlic if we can. Pretty nice. And then lastly, we will do this, and then I will do, okay, no, I already got one there. Okay, awesome stuff. I feel like we rebuilt pretty well there. We got zombies now, which is really scary. I don't know what we're to do about those. Like maybe we should get spikeweeds out on one of the rows. Like I feel like that's gonna be our best bet. Like where the first garlic is, if we could get some spike rocks there, that might be good. The problem is then we have the garlic issue where it's only one garlic. And maybe if I pay extra attention to it, or if I slowly shift everything back, that'll be good. But for right now, I definitely need lily pads and pumpkins. I want the coffee beans so I can get the whole gloom shroom set up again, just in case, along with the cattail and the magnet shroom. I still think the magnet shroom will be great for minor zombies. Of course, there's going to be the issue of cattails taking care of them. Well, that's an issue, that's a benefit for me. But I just don't know if that'll be enough, and I'm worried. I mean, if we had pumpkins back there, maybe it wouldn't be worth, like it would be fine. So maybe I shouldn't worry about magnets, and instead I should put something else there. Or maybe I should be, I don't know, hard to say. But another big benefit to the spike rocks being in front of the garlic there is that sort of distracts the Gargantuar a bit more, which would be great. And then, like I said, I want that back row to be all melons, winter melons. I think that'd be good. So definitely I need to do this. I wanna get at least, I wanna move over, I wanna shift over those cobs, those kernel corns, so, oh man. I definitely am learning as I go here, which is not benefiting me too much, but I can't do all of that. The problem, I'm gonna get rid of the cattail then, is because I need to keep at least one garlic. So what am I missing out of all of this? I mean, not too much, I don't think. We got the lily pad, everything else. Okay, I think I can work with this. As long as we had that garlic, as long as I have the gloom shroom set up, that'll be good for now. So let's rock. And we have the Zamboni is the scariest thing here. If we can figure out the Zamboni problem, which would be doing this, I think we can make things work. As long as we don't get like an instant Zamboni. What did I dig up there? I dug up a pumpkin by accident. Wanted to do this. Go ahead and use that last cob cannon strike. And then as soon as it lands, because I don't know what'll happen if I don't let it land. Don't want it to like disappear while it's in midair, that'd be silly. We'll get a cob cannon up like that. And then I will get another kernel pulp there. So we're all good to go with all of that. I can get another cob cannon like that as well. You guys are really moving. And I just have to pay super duper attention to it. Like that's really all I can do. Make sure that these front facing gloom shrooms have the protective pumpkins as much as we can. And beyond that, make sure we have other gloom shrooms going on. Like that. And then I can upgrade these things as much as possible and then just pay a lot of attention. As much as I can. I know that can be difficult at times. Okay, and then we can probably start setting up some spike weeds back this way as well. At least for now, we can always change that later, or spike rocks. They're so expensive, they're gonna be wickedly expensive. Like I think by the end of this, we're probably gonna have spike rocks that cost like 1,000 each. I think that's gonna be the most expensive thing. Okay, so how are our garlics doing? The hard part is it's actually hard to see how the garlics are performing. Like it'd be great to have magnets for, you know, all these all-stars, but it's not entirely necessary by the end of the day. Go ahead and get these guys just like that. This garlic's a little bit beaten up, so if I can just deal with them like that, it's pretty good. Okay, so the pole vaulting zombies are jumping over, but they get taken out pretty quickly. So that's really what I'm focusing on. And they get damage from the spike rocks now as well. Okay, so what more can I do? The cob cannon's still charging up. I can put a pumpkin there for that dude. I've gotta pay attention to how everybody else is doing. Right now, not so bad. Okay, so I don't really know if there's too much more I wanna do beyond that. I want to get the cob cannons. I wanna get melon poults, and then maybe just more cattails here and here, but maybe that's not necessary. I'm just trying to think about what other issue we might have. Okay, so we have a huge wave coming in. I'm just gonna do this, and hopefully that was well enough timed. I mean, I guess not entirely. Oh, we got rid of a good couple there. So yeah, I'm just gonna pick up all these coins manually. I think it's our best bet at the moment. Okay, so those guys are gonna explode. Gotta be careful about how our garlics are gonna handle all these situations. But right now they're actually doing pretty good. I think having the spike rocks does some extra damage, and it's really our best bet at the moment of survival. Okay, got it. And then we're gonna have more cob cannons popping up soon. But yeah, we're doing okay. We're about to get past 10 flags, and that's typically where a survival ends. So you can get a good idea about how far we're getting now. It's not easy. So we're probably gonna be wrapping up today's episode soon. And just hope that everything turns out okay. Next episode. It's not easy, that's for sure. I don't know what I was gonna remove there. Got a little scared. Okay, so these spike rocks are doing their spike rock things. And we're definitely gonna have to keep spike rocks throughout the entirety of everything now, just to make sure if those things need replacing that they get it. Because are there any Gargantuars this round? I think not. I think it's just the Zombonis, so we should be good. Okay, so we have 4 cob cannons. That's gonna be our best bet for survival at the moment. The cattails are going wild, which I appreciate. We have a huge, no, that's not what I meant to do. We have a huge wave, so I wanna save up the cob cannon shots as much as possible while the spike rocks get rid of everything else. Which they're gonna be 775 soon. Or no, they're 775 now. They're gonna be like 1,000 plus soon. Insane stuff, for sure. So you can sort of get a good idea about how things can get beneficial later on. People are dropping a lot of coins and stuff, and that can be good. But I don't think it's all that worth it to get the magnet shroom always. I think it's still just better to have the that stuff going on in the Zen Garden. And I know that people in the water lane aren't taking as much damage because of all of this in the way, but I think it overall seems to be beneficial. I mean, the tallnuts take a little bit of a beating, but nothing too crazy, and it's worth having them, of course, to defend against the, let's do that now, because I know they're about to pop up. Maybe we can get them before they pop on the spike rocks. Not so much. Sort of, kind of, but not entirely. Because I just really want to try to prevent them from popping as many spike rocks as possible. And there we go, more zombies are approaching. Awesome, awesome stuff. I might quickly go ahead and try to replace this dude. Nah, I couldn't do it. I tried, but it wasn't successful. So we have more action going on in the next episode. As you can see, there is some pogo zombies and some disco zombies. Not too bad, I think we'll be able to handle that, but for right now, let's go back to our main menu. Do you wanna return to the main menu? Your game will be saved. Okay, yes. Awesome stuff, so we've got a good start on survival. We got 10 flags completed. Now we're gonna go to the Zen Garden. Let's see what our 3 new plants are. So yeah, we probably couldn't have gotten any more Zen Garden plants even if, we had the odds to because of everything else. But you can see that we have a bunch of non-marigolds in our Zen Garden now, and it's looking fantastic. Speaking of which, I haven't taken the time, I'm so sorry, to grow you up a little bit. There we go, so you should be all grown up now. How much do you cost? 10,000, what a pretty penny. How much do you cost? 8,000. So some of them do cost more than others. It's interesting. Also, why is the garlic facing the wrong way? And the jalapeno, and the coffee bean. They're not facing the correct orientation. Is it because of where they're placed? I need to sell some of these marigolds anyways. Let's go ahead and do that, just like that. And if I move you, now you still face to the left. You're a garlic. You don't have to face to the left. Yeah, our pumpkin has grown up too. Like all of our plants so far are all grown up except for the ones that we're gonna see what they are in a moment. I'm excited to see. Hopefully we get some good ones. We just gotta wait for them to keep asking for water. But yeah, it's been fun actually. Like I've never grown my Zen Garden with this variety of non-marigold plants. I usually sell them right away, but you guys have been asking that I keep on to them. And I'm glad you guys suggested that because I've been having a lot of fun just sort of seeing them have like a whole thing that's just totally different looking, Okay, so we got our first one right here. What's it gonna be? It's a split pea, awesome. So that's our first split pea, we'll definitely keep that. This is a repeater, but it's facing left. Is this a backwards repeater from Phase Breaker? No, it's just a repeater. Why is it facing to the left? And now that I think about it, yeah, the split pea is facing the wrong way too. Why is that? I thought that maybe this was like a backwards shooting pea. You know, like in Vase Breaker, you can break vases and then you'll get the backwards shooting ones. I thought that's what that was, but I guess not. Anyways. Oh, hey, a lily pad, that's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and get you and also put you in the water area with your friend over here. Awesome, awesome stuff. So we got 3 new plants there, that is amazing. And I can continue to reorder things a little bit just so that we have a couple more spots for more Zen garden plants. We got 3 in today's episode, so I wanna make sure we're selling enough marigolds to have enough room for that. So yeah. Something like that. And I'll try to order this and make it a little bit more fancy to the eyes later. I don't have a big use for coins anymore, so it's not really a big deal that I have an up to stuff Zen garden. Anyways, we gotta go back in there. I don't know why I'm trying to leave, because we gotta go ahead and give you some wisdom food or something. He's growing. When I was an acorn, my grandpa told me, son, phase breaker puzzles are much easier if you break the vases on the right side first. That's the case, and we'll try to use some more of that advice when we do Vase Breaker Endless some more. Oh, he's growing, look at him go! Dancers in iZombie may seem expensive, but in the right situation, they're worth every penny. We learned that for sure when we played iZombie. I had a dream. In it, cattail spikes popped balloons and stopped zombies to the ground. I don't know what it means. It means that you don't need to worry about cacti when you have cattails. Growing aquatic plants in your zone garden is pretty much impossible without the aquarium garden. Just saying. We know. We already have 2 in the aquarium. Digger zombies vibrate the natural order with their subterranean ways. It's fair to use magnet shrooms to steal their mining picks. That's what we do, indeed. Okay, so every day brings new challenges and opportunities. Oh, and new marigolds in Crazy Dave's shop. Yep, every 24 hours you can get more marigolds, along with new wisdom tree packets. Mushroom garden, huh? What is it good for? Absolutely nothing, except growing mushrooms, that is. I don't think we have any mushrooms, unfortunately, in there, but hopefully soon. Tired, depressed, ladders on tall nuts getting you down, a quick magnet stream will whisk your cares away. That's why I use them. The tallness of tall nuts earns widespread acclaim due to their effectiveness in effectiveness versus dolphin riders and pogo zombies. That's why I have them in the water lane in a survival to deal with dolphin zombies. The explosive force of a cherry bomb or jalapeno is more than capable of dislodging a ladder from a walnut. Okay, interesting. So you can break those away. I didn't know that. That's something new I learned. And we actually have 10 more. I'm gonna save these for next episode. Hopefully, because I'm gonna be recording that probably right after this or something. But there we go, that is going to wrap it up for today's episode of Plants vs. Zombies. If you watched this part of the video, make sure you comment Survival Zebra so you've watched at the end that you are a zebra-tastic viewer. Check out more episodes like this one on your screen right now or by subscribing to join the Zebra Herd. Either way, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time, bye-bye.